Jerry Maguire's a 1996 American romantic comedy drama sports film directed and written by Cameron Crowe. It stars Tom Cruise as the titular sports agent character, who has a crisis of conscience and decides to write a mission statement about honesty, loyalty, and personal relationships in the world of sports management. His bold move gets him fired, leaving him with only one client and one supportive colleague.
I used to think success was measured in numbers, clients, contracts, commission. I was good at it too, better than good. I knew how to charm people, negotiate deals, and keep the machine running. But somewhere along the way, the machine started grinding me down. One night, after visiting a young athlete who's been seriously injured, another casualty of our cutthroat business, I couldn't sleep. So I wrote.
Suddenly it was all pretty clear. The answer was fewer clients, less money, more attention, caring for them, caring for ourselves in the games too, just starting our lives, really.
What poured out of me was a mission statement about caring, about fewer clients and deeper relationships, about doing things right instead of just doing things fast. For one brief, shining moment, people admired it. Then they fired me.
Ungrateful.
You did this to yourself. You said fewer clients, you put it all down on paper. Jesus Christ. What about me? You know what I went through, knowing I was gonna have to fire my mentor? Carrying that around in my head for a week? Could you get past yourself for a second? Jesus.
I left the firm with a goldfish in one hand and a shaky promise in the other. Rod Tidwell. He was the only client who stayed, mostly because he needed something from me, something no one else would give him. Undivided attention. And then there was Dorothy Boyd.
I will go with you.
Dorothy Boyd, thank you.
Sweet, brave, unbelievably loyal Dorothy, who quit her steady job to follow me into the unknown. I didn't understand it at the time, but she saw something in me I had lost sight of myself. Starting over was messy. It wasn't glamorous. I was broke, stressed, and terrified that I'd made a huge mistake. But Dorothy and her son, Ray, brought a warmth into my life that I hadn't felt in years. A romance between us began to form.
Dorothy.
Morning. What's going on, Jerry?
Well, a lot actually. We've got a big fax today. Need this commission, buddy. Need this commission. Nope.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Over time, I confused that feeling for certainty, maybe even love. And out of fear of losing them, fear of failing again, I proposed quickly. She said yes, but inside, I knew something wasn't right. I wasn't fully present. I was trying to build a family before I had rebuilt myself. Meanwhile, Rod pushed me every single day. He wanted more money, more respect, more everything. But beneath his bravado was a man terrified of never being enough.
All right. I'll tell you why you don't have your $10 million yet. Right now, you are a paycheck player. You play with your head, not your heart. In your personal life, heart. But when you get on the field, it's all about what you didn't get, who's to blame, who underthrew the pass, who's got the contract you don't, who's not giving you your love. And you know what? That is not what inspires people.
Funny how alike we were. He challenged me to care as well, not just about the business, but about the people in it, about myself. Then came the game. That terrifying moment when Rod went down on the field and laid there motionless. Everything in me froze because I realized I cared about him as a person, not a client. And when he got up, celebrating like a man reborn, something inside me cracked open. His joy was real. His love of the game was real. I wanted something real too. I went home to Dorothy with that clarity. I told her what I should have told her long before.
I love you. You complete me. And I just Had?
Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello. You had me at hello.
It wasn't a line, it wasn't an obligation, but as the truest thing I had ever said. I finally understood what it meant to let yourself be known and loved anyway. Today, Rod's a superstar. I'm proud of him, not because he makes me money, but because he found himself. And in helping him do that, I found myself too. Success didn't end up being about numbers after all. It was about heart, about connection, about choosing love and integrity in a world that keeps telling you their weaknesses.
Jerry Maguire is a story about rediscovering humanity in a world obsessed with profit and performance. It's about integrity in the face of loss, learning to care deeply instead of broadly, and realizing that love and authenticity are the real measures of success. The film is known for iconic lines like "Show me the money" and "You complete me." 接下来我们来揭晓今天的学习内容。Get past yourself for a second means stop focusing on your own ego or feelings and look at the situation from a broader, less self-centered perspective. It's a blunt way of telling someone to set aside pride or defensiveness and consider what others are experiencing. For example, I know you're upset, but get past yourself for a second and look at what she's going through. You play with your head and not your heart. Means you make decisions based on logic, strategy, and clear thinking rather than emotions or impulse. It's often used in sports, business, or personal challenges to remind someone that staying smart and disciplined leads to better outcomes than acting purely on feelings. And that's it for this episode of Cinephile. You can find more on the FUNDAY website. Let's make every day a fun day.
Excuse me. Can I help you?
Jerry Maguire. I work in your office. I was on a junket.
I know who you are. You're Dorothy Boyd. You're in accounts. You have this side middle cubicle with a poster of Albert Einstein's face morphed on Shaquille O'Neal's body.
It's pretty good.